Can everybody help me out with that?
We have a video.
Attention fans, it's now time for the Prevagen Memorable Moments Upgrade. Who wants a chance to watch today's competition down on the competition floor? Simply scan the QR code on the big screen for your chance to win this exclusive upgrade experience. Winners will randomly be selected, notified by text, and must act quickly to claim their upgrade. Don't miss your chance to get closer to the action thanks to Prevagen and USA Gymnastics. For World Champion Center, Brooke Pearson. For RGA, Harlow Budendeck. For Hills Gymnastics, Cammie Westerman. For World Champion Center, Jordis Eichmann. And for World Champion Center, Reese Esponda. These are the senior gymnasts competing in the 2025 U.S. Classic, presented by Saatva. At this time, we invite you to please rise if you're able, remove your hats, and direct your attention to our nation's colors for the playing of our national anthem. Thank you. Gymnasts may now prepare for competition in the 2025 U.S. Classic, presented by Saatva. Gymnasts may now begin the warm-up for rotation 1. Introducing the USA Gymnastics judges for the women's competition this weekend. Our video and review panel, Jackie Godfrey and Arturo Padilla. Our technical director is Celeste Hamill. Judging on vault are Sylvia Breston, Samantha Brown, Sylvia Topolova, and Sarah Shire Brown. The judges on uneven bars are Pat Panichis, Sherry Mann, Yeseria Cabrera Davila, and Pam Evans. Judging on beam are Christy Phillips, Amy Young, Elizabeth Crandall Howell, and Martina Castro. And judging on floor are Kydia Carpenter, Amanda Stroud, Maria De Cristoforo, and Gigi Iavarone. Gymnasts will compete for medals on each apparatus and in the all-around competition. Individual apparatus scores and updated standings will appear on the scoreboards throughout the competition. And everyone is welcome to stay and honor the medalists at the conclusion of the second senior session, when we'll have our award ceremony.
All right, folks, we're up here in the crowd for our first rotation game of the night. This is one of my favorites. It's called the Headbanger. And we've got 2 teams of 4 right here. DJ's going to spin a track for us. And what we're going to do, they have pedometers, as you can see on their foreheads here, and they're going to headbang as much as they can. And when I say rotate, they're going to pass the headband to the next person. And whoever gets the most headbanging steps is the winning team. Does everybody understand? All right. Crowd, let's give it to them on the count of 3. Here we go. You got 45 seconds. 1, 2, 3, go. All right, switch.
I can't.
Switch. All right, switch. Here we go. Yeah. All right, time's up. Let's see what we got. All right, blue team. You had a total of 21 headbanging steps. Great job to the blue team. Green team had 45. Give it up for the green team. Our headbangers of the night. Great job. We're going to get down to the action on the floor.
Good try, good try.
This concludes the warm-up, and competition begins with the start of rotation 1. Starting off on vault for Buckeye, Avery Mall, followed by Cypress Academy's Haley Shea Wittenberg. Starting out on uneven bars for San Mateo, Ali D'Amelio, followed by Woga's Sage Bradford. And starting off on beam for world champions, Brooke Pearson. Avery Mall of Buckeye on vault. Hallie Shea Wittenberg of Cypress Academy on Ali D'Amelio of San Mateo on uneven bars. Up next on vault for Cypress Academy will be Hallie Shea Wittenberg, followed by Gage Gymnastics, Aaliyah Milton. Coming up next on uneven bars for Woga will be Sage Bradford, followed by Nohas Academy's Sabrina Visconti. Hallie Shea Wittenberg of Cypress Academy on vault. Brooke Pearson of World Champions on beam. Coming up next on vault for Gage Gymnastics will be Malia Milton. And coming up next on beam for RGA will be Harlow Budendeck. Now on vault for Gage, Malia Milton. Now on uneven bars for Woga, Sage Bradford. Aaliyah Milton of Gage Gymnastics on vault. Sage Bradford of Woga on uneven bars. Now on beam for RGA, Harlow Buttendek. Now on uneven bars for Nohas Academy, Sabrina Visconti. Harlow Buttendek of RGA on beam. Sabrina Visconti of Nohas Academy on uneven bars. Coming up next on beam for Hills Gymnastics will be Cammie Westerman. Coming up next on uneven bars for Twin City Twisters will be Malia Tressel. Now on uneven bars for Twin City Twisters, Malia Tressel. Now on beam for Hills Gymnastics, Cammie Westerman. Aaliyah Tressel of Twin City Twisters on uneven bars. Cami Westerman of Hills Gymnastics on beam. Coming up next on beam for world champions will be Jordis Eichmann. Now on beam for world champions, Jordis Eichmann. Jordis Eichmann of world champions on beam. Coming up next on beam for world champions will be Reese Esponda. beam for world champions Reese Esponda. Reese Esponda of world champions on beam. Gymnasts may now advance to their second rotation in the 2025 U.S. Classic.
Watch me dance, dance the night away. My heart could be burning, but you won't see it on my face. Watch me dance, dance the night away. I'll still keep the party running. I want it.
Gymnasts may now begin the warm-up for rotation 2.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Another rotation game break. This isn't so much of a break as it is just good old entertainment. I'm going to show you what we're doing, and I want you to copy me when you see yourself up on the big screen there. This is called The Lion King. Show me your best Lion King if you see yourself on the big screen. Simba. Know who you are. There's what I needed. Yeah. Great job, everyone. We'll be around for more fun and games throughout. Back to the action on the floor.
This concludes the warm-up, and competition resumes with the start of rotation 2. Starting off on uneven bars for Cypress Academy, Haley Shea Wittenberg, followed by Gage gymnast Aaliyah Milton. Starting off on beam for Woga, Sage Bradford. And starting off on floor for RGA, Harlow Buttendek. Harlow Buttendek of RGA on floor. And moments ago on beam for Woga, Sage Bradford. Coming up next on uneven bars for Gage Gymnastics will be Malia Milton, followed by Pacific Reigns, Catherine Guy. And coming up next on beam for Nojas will be Sabrina Visconti. Now on uneven bars for Gauge Gymnastics, Malia Milton. Now on beam for Nohas Academy, Sabrina Visconti. Now on floor for Hills Gymnastics, Cami Westerman. Cami Westerman of Hills Gymnastics on floor. Sabrina Visconti of Nohas Academy on beam. Coming up next on uneven bars for Pacific Rain will be Catherine Guy, followed by Buckeyes Avery Mull. Coming up next on beam for Twin City Twisters, Malia Tressel. Now on uneven bars for Pacific Rain, Catherine Guy. Now on floor for world champions, Jordish Eitman. Jordish Eitman of world champions on floor. Now on uneven bars for Buckeye, Avery Mall. Avery Mall of Buckeye on uneven bars. Aaliyah Tressel of Twin City Twisters on beam. Coming up next on beam for Gym Olympica will be Audrey Baldonaro. Now on floor for world champions Reese Esponda. Reese Esponda of World Champions on floor. Now on beam for Gym Olympica, Audrey Baldonaro. Audrey Baldonaro of Gym Olympica on beam. Now on floor for world champions Brooke Pearson. Pearson of World Champions on floor. Now on beam for San Mateo, Ali D'Amelio. Ali D'Amelio of San Mateo on beam. This concludes competition in the second rotation. Gymnasts may now advance to their third event at the halfway point of round one of the 2025 U.S. Classic.
You know you love me, I know you care. Just shout whenever, and I'll be there. You want my love, you want my heart, and we will never, ever, ever be apart. Are we an item? What we playing? We're just friends. What are you saying? Said there's another in the right in my eyes. My first love broke my heart for the first time, and I was like, baby, 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 oh, like, baby, baby, baby.
Gymnasts may now begin the warm-up for rotation 3.
All right, folks, I'm down here on the Uneven Bars platform. We're going to play a little game of charades. All of these folks right here in this crowd, I need your help. You're going to see some words up here on the big screen. I genuinely have no idea what they are. Flip, you're going to help me out too, right, buddy? All right, it's my understanding these are Chicago-related themes, words, sports, stuff like that. All right, so we'll go ahead and start. Can you guys help me out? If you see something, you got to act it out. Here we go. All right, what's the first word? Go ahead. I'm depending on you. The Sears Tower. Is that right? Isn't it called the Willis Tower now? There we go. All right. What's the next one? Sky. Chicago Sky? Yes. All right, next one. What we got? That looks like a rainbow. No, that's not right. Ice cream? Swimming? The beam? Oh, all right, there we go. What's next? Ice hockey, the Blackhawks. They were pretty good back in the day. Are they still good now? No? All right. What's next? The Bears, Chicago Bears. All right, we got one more. What we got? The Cubs. White Sox. Oh, see, that's a split decision. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining us for a little game of charades. We're going to get back to the action down here on the floor.
done better.
Here in the first of two meets for senior women at U.S. Classic, let's take a look at the top five in the all-around. Currently in fifth place for Buckeye, Avery Mull. In fourth place for San Mateo, Ali D'Amelio. In third place for world champions is Brooke Pearson. Currently in second place, RGA's Harlow Budendek. And leading the way in the all-around at the halfway point with a 26.25 for world champions, Reese Esponda. They are your leaders heading into rotation 3 in the first of two senior women's meets of the U.S. Classic presented by SATFA. This concludes the warm-up, and competition resumes with the start of rotation 3. Starting off on vault for Hills Gymnastics will be Cami Westerman, followed by world champions gymnast Jordan Eichmann. Starting off on beam for Gage Gymnastics, Malia Milton. And now on floor for Nohas Academy, Sabrina Visconti. Gabby Westerman of Hills Gymnastics on vault. Coming up next on vault for world champions will be Jordan Eichmann, followed by world champions gymnast Reese Esponda. Now on floor for Nohas, Sabrina Visconti. Sabrina Visconti of Nohas on floor. Moments ago on vault for world champions, Reese Esponda. Coming up next on vault for world champions will be Brooke Pearson, followed by RGA's Harlow Budendeck. Up next on beam for Buckeye will be Avery Mall. Now on beam for Buckeye, Avery Mall. Now on vault for world champions, Brooke Pearson. Brooke Pearson of world champions on vault. Up next on vault for RGA will be Harlow Budendeck. Now on floor for Twin City Twisters, Aaliyah Tressel. Aaliyah Tressel of Twin City Twisters on floor. Coming up next on beam for Cypress Academy will be Hallie Shea Wittenberg. Now on floor for San Mateo, Ali D'Amelio. Ali D'Amelio of San Mateo on floor. Alice Wittenberg of Cypress Academy on beam. Now on floor for Wolga, Sage Bradford. Sage Bradford of Wolga on floor. This concludes competition in the third rotation. Gymnasts may now advance to their fourth and final event and the first meet of senior women in the 2025 U.S. Classic presented by SATFA. Gymnasts may now begin the warm-up for rotation 4.
Welcome back, fans, up here in the crowd for another fun time, game time between rotations. These friends of mine here volunteered. They have no idea what they're doing. DJ, I think this is one of your favorites, the bongo cam. Let's show them how it works. Go ahead and play your best drums. Who's got the best drums? Who's got the best drums and wants a free t-shirt? All right, great job. You guys are going to get back down to the gymnastics on the floor.
Know any other gymnastics fans that couldn't join us here this weekend? Well, don't let them miss a minute of the action. Catch the U.S. Classic presented by Satva live on CNBC and Peacock tonight, starting at 7 p.m. Central. Be sure to catch the recap on NBC this Sunday, starting at 3 p.m. Central Time. For gymnastics broadcast and streaming details, please visit usagymclassic.com. A quick look at the top 5 in the all-around heading into the final rotation of the first of 2 meets for senior women today in the U.S. Classic presented by Satva. In 5th place, Cammie Westerman of Hills Gymnastics. In 4th place for RGA, Harlow Budendek. In 3rd place for San Mateo, Ali D'Amelio. Currently in 2nd place for world champions, Brooke Pearson. And leading the way with a 39.9 in the all-around, for world champions, Reese Esponda. This concludes the warm-up, and competition resumes with the start of rotation 4. Starting off on vault for Twin City Twisters, Malia Tressel, followed by San Mateo's Ali D'Amelio. Starting off on uneven bars for world champions, Jordis Eichmann, followed by world champions gymnast Reese Esponda. And starting off on floor for Buckeye, Avery Ball. Avery Ball of Buckeye on floor. Coming up next on ball for Woga will be Sage Bradford, followed by Sabrina Visconti. Up next on uneven bars for world champions will be Reese Esponda, followed by world champions gymnast Brooke Pearson. Now on vault for Woga, Sage Bradford. Sage Bradford of Woga on vault. Up next on vault for Nohas will be Sabrina Visconti. Now on bars for world champions Reese Esponda. Reese Esponda of world champions on uneven bars. Now on floor for Cypress Academy, Hallie Shea Wittenberg. Hallie Shea Wittenberg of Cypress Academy on floor. Now on uneven bars for world champions Brooke Pearson. Brooke Pearson of world champions on uneven bar. Up next on bars for RGA will be Harlow Budendek, followed by Hills gymnast Cammie Westerin. Now on floor for Gage Gymnastics, Aaliyah Milton. Aaliyah Milton of Gage Gymnastics on floor. Now on uneven bars for RGA, Harlow Buttendek. Harlow Buttendek of RGA on uneven bars. Coming up next on uneven bars for Hills Gymnastics will be Cammie Westerman. Cammie Westerman of Hills Gymnastics on uneven bars. This concludes competition in the first of 2 meets for senior women at the 2025 U.S. Classic presented by SOTFA. Congratulations to all of these talented gymnasts who qualified and competed here today. Fans, we hope you can join us tonight for more great gymnastics here at Now Arena. Come on back tonight for the second and final session for senior women of the 2025 U.S. Classic, when doors will open at 6 p.m. You won't want to miss any of the action, the awards, and the efforts to fulfill the dreams of qualifying for the upcoming U.S. Gymnastics Championships. It's all happening here at the U.S. Classic presented by SOTFA. Once again, we hope that you can all come back and join us tonight for more great gymnastics here at Now Arena. Keep on having a great weekend, everyone.